Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And Jackson throwing once more. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
First and goal at the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Giants nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
16 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down, New York.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Buying time to his Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Mike is 59. Mike the 50. Switch gears. Check. Lucky.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 7.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
At the 31-yard
Snap
line.
will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Jackson being chased out left. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
2 yards on the pickup.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
1st down, Giants.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Brl Lg. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Saquon Barkley, the Giants ball carrier. Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Graham Gano set to kick.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Saquon.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
It's a gain of 6.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants.
To number 87, Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Balaj. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Jones pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3. And the Giants first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a
gain of 32 that time. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Giant ball carrier.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The shotgun, they run with Barkley, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
when you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays, but they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
At the 43.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run here with Brl Lg. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And now it's second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. 22 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the twist. Mikey, 18. Hey, check that. Street.
And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his...
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Giants 35.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.